For more on the fight against ISIL and the Iraqi army's readiness to fight, I'm joined now by Shawn Van Diver. Shawn is the co-director of the Truman National Security Project in San Diego. Welcome to our broadcast.
Hi, Susan. Thanks for having me.
I'm sure you just heard our correspondent Shawn talking about this war of words going on and the fact that Iraqi troops vastly outnumber ISIL, at least in the fight against Ramadi there. How are they able to overtake it? Is it possible they can get it back?
It is absolutely possible they can get it back. I mean, I think it's really important to remember that this loss in Ramadi is a setback, absolutely. But you know, it's not a failure. It's not saying that the strategy is doomed. It says that that Iraqi forces and our coalition allies, including us, need to take stock and keep the fight on. And I think that we will see Ramadi come back to us. We've seen Iraq retake cities that have been taken by ISIS before, or ISIL.
We're hearing reports, Shawn, that they're taking on new tactics, that they've, set this Beji oil refinery on fire. They overtook it some time ago. That Shawn was reporting that they went into Ramadi. They had these suicide bombers who blew up in key areas, and that it really, I guess, frightened the Iraqi forces, and they left. Are they resorting to new tactics? Are they outsmarting the Iraqi forces?
I'd say that ISIL has proven a formidable enemy, and of course they're going to adapt. But that just means that we have to adapt as well, and that also means that that Iraq is going to have to adapt. And you know, this war isn't going to be won through the U.S. alone. We can't win this. The success of Iraq is solely dependent upon Iraq. They have to care. They have to buy in, and partner nations around the region, they have to care as well. You know, the Jordanians have been fighting, Egyptians have been fighting, and you know, the same for Syria. Syrians have to care enough that for Syria to defeat ISIS as well.
Are you feeling that more airstrikes need to be carried out, more people need to be involved in the air campaign?
I'd say that that the U.S. can bring a unique might with regard to airstrikes and special forces. We're uniquely good at that, and I think that that's going to be our contribution to this strategy. And I think that we need to stay the course. But we also need to recognize that this battle is not going to be won without a 4D approach, and that's not only hard defense, but diplomacy, development, and democracy as well. And that's through a coalition of all of the partners in the region.
Why do you think you're seeing a war of words right now, as we've been calling it, between Iraq and the U.S.?
Well, what's the old adage that where you stand depends on where you sit. I think that Iraqi officials may have a differing perspective than U.S. officials, but you know, and who knows what the truth is? But it seems like that Iraqis were turning tail and running, and that's understandable. It's a scary force, but it's time to stand up and take on ISIS in their own country, and we'll be there to support them with equipment and with training and with airstrikes and with special forces and with whatever else our leaders decide to leverage towards the Iraqi ISIL issue. But this battle is not just a battle of military might, it's also a political battle. And that means that our leaders and leaders around the world have to be committed to this and have to, like I was saying before, have to apply that 4D approach. Without diplomacy, democracy, and development, all the defense in the world isn't going to win you anything.
Well, Shawn Van Diver, we certainly appreciate your time on this Memorial Day as a veteran. We thank you very much.